Welcome to the Columbia Basin, one of the most fertile farmlands in the entire world. This place is filled with hardworking and community-minded folks who choose to live a simpler way of life, away from the hustle and bustle of big cities. These people share strong family values, a neighborly respect for others, and always keep an eye on their community's future. Here are a few of their stories.
Oh, Herb was always quiet, friendly. He was a gentleman in the best sense of the word. He did not have very much growing up. He basically came from nothing. As a backhoe operator, excavating and digging graves and whatever a backhoe operator does up in that rural country, he never charged, I don't think, a half of what he was worth.
His truck was an antique. Nobody else could run it. He never aspired to live anything but a common life. And his house was a little 2-bedroom trailer house. It wasn't much a house, but it did him. He cared about this community a lot, and especially the kids. He left an incredible gift for the community. You would never have guessed he'd left over $1 million to. You never guessed he even had half of that.
He created the scholarship fund while he was alive. The priority was to go to students who were going to be working with their hands. The other endowment fund money goes out to the Town of Coulee City Maintenance Department. And he was very specific. It had to go for maintenance of equipment, something of that nature. The last 2 annual distributions go to the Coulee City Medical Clinic and the Coulee City Senior Center. Mr. Fackenthall used the services at the Senior Center and at the Medical Clinic. So it was very apropos that he named them to receive an annual distribution from the endowment.
I know that Herb did feel like he had placed his money carefully and in good hands.
Years from now, his legacy lives on. He will continue to give back to that community.
And he also left us with an abundance of great memories of him.
Marty was hired in August of '70, and Fredo was first job. Kind of thought it was a stepping stone since we grew up in Spokane, but we came, and the more we stayed, the more we loved it, and this is where we decided to be. Marty was hired as assistant baseball coach, and he got talking to Dave and became friends.
One thing about Marty, he was a very loyal and committed teacher, then also as a coach. I thought he did a great job of taking young people and changing them around. Parents really loved his dedication and his desire to serve kids. He decided to start a conditioning program. Every morning, kids would come in about 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:15, and they would go through this conditioning program. Not only did the kids come up in good physical shape, but they also came up mentally tough. And he spent a lot of time on motivation with these kids. I would sit down and talk to them. Sometimes he would work them pretty hard, and they would find out that they could go beyond what they thought they could go. So he was very dedicated to students and very dedicated to our community.
Marty passed away in 2007, very suddenly. The community was devastated by Marty's death. People ask what kind of memorial there might be. And I encouraged Judy to partner with the Columbia Basin Foundation because I had learned how supportive they were. That partnership has allowed Marty's story to continue through future generations.
There was great support, and people donated in honor of Marty. I really feel honored that Marty's name is on a scholarship to help the boys and girls of this community. And I'm just very pleased that we're able to keep that legacy alive.
At the Columbia Basin Foundation, we're about improving the quality of life and shaping the future of the Columbia Basin through philanthropy. What story are you trying to write? What do you want your legacy to be?
The Columbia Basin is full of inspiring stories like these. We all have something to give to provide a lasting legacy for the generations to come. With the help of the Columbia Basin Foundation, you can keep your community strong and thriving forever.